fellas. Green. Hey. Green.
Now, this is Johnson, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, we got 3 down.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Hey. Slam.
A first down carry for Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 down. Gun. Hey.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Nice hit. Eat. Good job, D. Good job. Good stop, baby. Good stop.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off play action. Newton. And this one is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You got 3. Great.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only caught it twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Gun, 4 down, 4 down. Single.
On second down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harmon. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Let's go
So
get it right
from
here.
the
Come
36
on.
now,
19.
first and 10.
Roger. Friday. Shotgun. Check. Hey. Check hot route.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said
Good,
write
four
down
down,
the
four
word
down.
vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the boxes set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Too easy.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 49. Don't take forever, okay? Tempo. 14. Right. Grenade.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Marcel Darius with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Hey. Check. 50. Let's go, 14. Right.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach can hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play action, it's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, you got to do something. 3 down. Hey. He's coming.
Newton now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Gun. That's rock now. Gun.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go. Hey, guys, check me out. We got. Look at it, huh? Hey, get right there. Hey.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
I got him.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
3 down.
They stay on the ground on 1st and Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
20. Hey. 8.
Out of the gun, Newton. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Great. Mike 55. Wait. Rip left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey. 8. Mike 55.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Check, 55. Great. 55 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Rush it.
3rd and long. It's Newton.
They're coming.
And in incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check. He's checking. Crash.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays is called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. 28 toss was their bread and butter.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from the desert after this.
You can't stop me.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Friday. 95.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Tighten up.
Trying to improvise. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's get it.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now Newton on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there at 22. First down now, but that clock rolling.
55's mine, guys. 55. Hey! Greg. Here we go. Hey. I got it.
Newton on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Gun. 3 down. Gun. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
They fake the give. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
We got three, fellas.
Newton to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Hey, 0. Gun. Hey. Zebra.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why some...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as
14.
they line up 1st and 10.
Tight. Green 80. 53 is the mic. Good. 4 down. Zebra. Don't get nervous now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got his man. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Tight. Green 80. Easy. Hey. Get him. You got him. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
14. We got 4.
Now Wilson. Now 2nd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Come on, tempo.
So one quick, easy analysis
14.
about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards him.
Oh, they're on it too quickly back there. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. In for the score. And the Lions add on to their lead.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. and leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
But for the punter, you know that you've got to clear that quickly there. Not quick enough. And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Hey, boys, we got four down. Try it. Move 15. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Check.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Raymond. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Tight. Green 80. 24's on the move. 24's on the move. Shit. 19.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Big jumbo. We got 4 down. 19. Let's go.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on 1st down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight. 20. Hey. Motion.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 33.
Johnson again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I'm coming!
Now moving toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Great.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Great. Odd, 5 down.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. David Johnson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Touchdown, baby. I see you over there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cardinals get a bit closer. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with, and they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready. 180. Switch.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Strong right. Three down. Odd.
Again, it's Johnson.
Let's run, fellas, let's run.
David Johnson on his way. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Cardinals. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Come on, tempo. Tempo, baby, let's go to work, come on.
Will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Now Wilson. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just
they get to the football, it's blocked.
Yeah, boy, that's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball to the ground. That's our ball. Fumble.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now here's Johnson. Empty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score.
14.
But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys,
14,
I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession now.
Throw is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
This is Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, we got 3.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what against symptomatic?
Yeah. Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Try easy. Check 51. Check 51. Shot. Green 80. Check 53. Shotgun. Shotgun. 12. 12. Under crunch.
Now Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They go reaction with Wilson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Don't take too long. Boom! Yeah, baby!
They'll run it now. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, Wilson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun. 14. 4 down. Shotgun.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Tight. Blue 80. 12. Right over there.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And a throw right sideline is complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you noted, and they did.
Now it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Lions have recovered. Look at the big man rumble. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Kill.
They'll run to Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch left. He's tied right there. Tight! Green 80! Good gun, 4 down. 6 guys! Trips right. Green 80,
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Here's Wilson looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Tempo, baby, let's go to work, come on. Hey, boys, got 4 down.
They toss to Freeman. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Double tight.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
One play at a time, guys, let's go. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we are. Don't take too long. We got 4 down. Check 26.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Wilson
Let's get it.
A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check. 53.
On second down, Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
4 down.
And that is incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
12.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. One last shot for Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but a nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.